going on? How's everyone doing?
Shout out to Colin. Everybody else who's cool with Colin.
Chucky! I didn't say.
Eat your popcorn and your Coca-Cola and relax.
Anyway, tell Colin I'm ready.
What's going on? This is Colin. How's everybody doing? Hope you guys are having a great day so far. Sorry, still a little under the weather, so my voice is still kind of monotone, I guess. But I hope you guys are doing great. I've got a good one. This is Battleground, Michigan, and I like watching this court. It's a fun court to watch. Not a lot happens in it, but when it does, it's exciting. Now, this defendant, yeah, Judge Middleton needs to give this guy the stop driving speech. All right, before I hit that play button, you know what to do. Hit the like and subscribe. Do your jump kick backflips. Let's go.
Call the Bristow matter.
Okay. Mr. Bristow, can I have you turn your camera back on, sir?
Yes, I'm here.
Thank you, sir. Go ahead, Ms. Ford.
Your Honor, I did not know that he had some additional new charges to the prosecutor's card. She did email the information to me, and I just simply missed that, Your Honor. I have had an opportunity to review that with Mr. Bristow at this point. We are still asking to maintain his not guilty plea on this case. We are asking to still set this matter over with a waiver of speedy trial. I understand that the prosecutor is going to be filing a violation of supervised release. At this time, we would enter a denial on that. There are new charges, but they are just that, allegations. He does have a local residence. He has appeared for court. He is on supervised release on those other allegations. He checks in twice a week or twice a month by phone and twice a month by in person. We could certainly upgrade supervised release on this. He would have an objection to that, but we would ask that he remain out of custody, Your Honor.
Ms. Carmi.
All right, before Ms. Carmi speaks. Now, when your defense attorney goes into that much detail right off the bat, you know the prosecutor is going to be asking for a remand. Yeah, she already knew. The defense already knew what was going to happen.
Well, he's appearing via Zoom. I don't know logistically what can happen, but we are asking that release be revoked and that he place some or pay some manner of bail. He has now, beyond this DWS second, a pending DUI, just days after he was here. So again, it's not quite as egregious as the gentleman we just had, but it again is just it's showing to the city a community safety risk. Not only is this isn't just a DWS 1 or 2, we now have a pending DUI. So we would ask for him to report to jail and place some manner of bail before release.
If I could just add, he has his next court date on that DUI allegation in Clark County is on September 3rd. And it is his intention to set that matter for trial.
Yeah, I'm going to take Ms.
All right, so before the judge speaks, when Ms. Carmi said it's not as egregious as the defendant they just saw, the guy right before this he already had a pending driving while suspended. And I think he got 5 or 6 more while waiting. Within a 3-month period, he got 5 or 6 charges. Yeah, maybe I'll go back and play that video too. That was an interesting one. There wasn't a lot of drama. That's why I didn't play it. It was just a lot of charges. Okay, let's go.
Mr. Bristow into custody. I think that might inform whether we do the waiver. So I'm not going to enter the waiver at this time based on that. Mr. Bristow, we're going to give you some documents, sir, or we're going to send some documents. Your expectation is that you're going to be reporting to the Clark County Jail.
Sorry, I did forget to mention I did also serve 2 days in jail when from the time I was arrested. I I haven't been driving since, and I don't intend to. I know that you might not care on the context of that story. I didn't want to drive. I did, and I made a bad mistake. Um, but I do ask that I could just stay on my pretrial release. I have court in 2 weeks from now. Um, and I'm trying to really get this straight and forward. I'm on the straight and narrow path. I'm not trying to get any more priors on my record. I want to be a father to my daughter and go to work and continue to check in with my PO officer. Um, if there's any way we could do something, I'll take a penalty charge or something.
I
But
need you, I
if
need
I
you.
All right, all right. So he interrupted the judge, and now the judge is interrupting him. All right, here's how many times can I say all right? That wasn't that bad of a speech. He nailed everything that he should. He's working, he has a kid, he's trying to take care of her. Problem is, he just admitted to it. So you can't say, I'm going to say not guilty, and he just said he did it. Kind of makes it a tough position to be in for the judge. And look at the prosecutor. She's like, oh, I heard that.
could stay on relief,
I need you to stop talking. Okay.
yes, Your
You
Honor.
have the right to remain silent. And you making admissions about driving and those sort of things are problematic at this time. Can you access the report? I want to see the nature of the driving he was engaging in on July 16th. If you can access that, Ms. Carmi.
See if I can get there.
Oh, look at it. Did you see his face when he said, can you bring up the report of why he got this ticket? He does not want this read into the record, and you're about to see why.
Might take me just a minute. He's been taken out of jobs now, so find him again.
No worries. No worries.
Oh, you just said that's. I'm gonna go grab that other file.
Right, thank you.
I think we might have to contact the prosecutor's office, but I'll look in one more place.
All right, there's a little too much dead air for me. I'm going to skip a little bit ahead.
Driving while suspended. Let the parties know
Oh,
my
I have it.
my consideration is I just want to see, it's one thing to be driving while suspended and consuming alcohol. I just want to see what the nature of the driving was, and the purpose for that is it's going to inform me as to the bail amount that I set. So do you have access to that report, Ms. Carmi?
I do, Your Honor.
All right, raise your right hand. You swear and affirm that the document that you're reading is going to be true and accurate to the best of your ability?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, go ahead and lower your hand. Go ahead.
I'm reading from the name of the defendant is Aaron D. Bristow. This was cited in the Clark County District Court with the violation date of July 16, 2024. It was authored by Officer Benny Taylor. There are 3 charges on the citation: DUI, DWLS second, and reckless driving. It is a very lengthy.
What I'd like you to read me is just the vehicle in motion portion. So I just want that you do whatever description of the driving is what I'm looking for.
On July 16, 2024, I was working in my assigned area of Clark County, Washington. I was wearing my department issued uniform bearing badge 838. I was riding my fully marked and equipped department issued motorcycle. I was on the right shoulder of eastbound State Route 500 at milepost 4, actively running speed with my LiDAR, when I observed a black hatchback approaching me at a higher rate of speed than the rest of traffic in the slow lane. I estimated the vehicle to be in excess of 70 miles per hour in a posted 55 mile per hour zone. I activated my LiDAR and pointed it at the vehicle, which gave a clear and consistent tone with a reading of 74 miles per hour. I activated my rear emergency lights and mounted my motorcycle. As I was mounting the bike, I audibly heard the vehicle accelerate to higher speed and continue eastbound. I accelerated and attempted to overtake the vehicle. I activated my front emergency lights and observed the vehicle approach Fourth Plain Boulevard. The vehicle then passed the motoring public on the right shoulder. This is where I knew the vehicle was actively fleeing from me. You want me to keep going?
What time of day is this?
This citation lists a violation date on or about July 16, 2024 at 8:41 a.m.
8:40 in the morning. Mr. Bristow, you're going to be reporting to the Clark County Jail today, sir. You are to report no later than 5 p.m. Bail in the amount of $5,000. We're going to set a future court date. You want to set it to next week, Ms. Ward, or 2 weeks out?
2 weeks out, Your Honor.
Mr. Bristow is going to be held on $5,000 bail. Mr. Bristow, you need to bring picture ID with you to the jail. If you fail to appear by 5 p.m. today, I am issuing a book and hold warrant. Law enforcement, if any law enforcement is in contact with you, they'll be instructed to take you into custody and hold you in custody. Do you understand the directive the court is giving you?
I understand, Your Honor. A quick question. If I'm unable to get a ride to the jail, do I call law enforcement?
Nope. You are to bus yourself to the jail, Uber yourself to the jail, get a friend to take you to the jail. At this point, you have 6 hours to get to the jail. For most places in Clark County, if you had to, you could walk to the jail. Do you understand?
I understand, Your Honor. And just one more question. A $5,000 set bail, that 10% needs to be paid, correct?
You can certainly direct that question to Ms. Ward. I'm not going to try to discuss bail bonds with you, sir.
Okay.
Now I understand why the judge doesn't want to talk about how bail bonds works. Now, but what I don't understand is why every judge is different about this subject. Some judges will just say, yeah, it could be as low as 5%, it could be 10%. I've seen as much as 20%. That's an honest way to answer the question and not be wrong. But some judges do answer that question and some don't. And yeah, it just doesn't make sense not to answer it. But yeah. Yeah, I'll let this video play out. We're almost finished. You guys have a great rest of your day. If you haven't done it already, please hit the like button. It does help out the channel. Until next time, bye.
No problems. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, so we're going to set this out to the September 5th return date. Your next court date, Mr. Bristow, is September 5th, 2024. That is going to be at 10 a.m. If you are out of custody. If you are in custody, you'll be brought over from the Clark County Jail. Release conditions violate no laws. Appear at all mandatory court dates. Notify the court of any change of address or phone number. You are not to drive without a valid license and insurance. Because you are in suspended status, I am placing you on administrative pretrial release. If you do post bail, that does not require you to drive anywhere, but would require telephonic check-ins. Based on the fact I'm taking you into custody and imposing bail, I am not going to be entering a speedy trial waiver at this time due to the change in status in your case. Ms. Ward, Ms. Carmi, or Mr. Bristow, any other questions at all for the court?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Bristow, we're going to email you the jail slip. Do you have an email address you want to provide to the court?
Yes, I do. It's Bristow, my last name, .a.
You can go ahead and log out. Make sure to be in the jail no later than 5 p.m.
And-
Picture ID.
And Your Honor,
Okay.
if he just makes sure that he prints out whatever the court sends him as well as that ID so that they will check him in.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Campbell, we're over to you.